Yeah, how's it going? So, it happened. It happened. He's gone. He's gone. And as for total clears, it's even more insane. 280,000 total clear lead is like, what the what the fuck? That's so big. 280,000 lead, almost in like 44 levels, but still. 280,000 divided by 400, which they do 400 a day, is 700 days. So, yeah, that's a thing. I'm okay with this. I just win. I think I just won. Literally, what that 700 means is I can put down the controller for 700 days straight and not get caught by the rank 2, the now rank 2. So, yeah, that's the thing. Of course, we're gonna keep going because I gotta get to 1 mil. But still. What I do once I hit a mil? Well, it depends on what the rank 2 is doing at the time. If I'm threatened at any point and SNM3 has still not come out yet, then I'm gonna keep playing. Also, I mean, I should probably keep playing anyway because this game kind of makes me money still. I don't know, at that point, do I just, like, make a new account and just, like, go play Xrd and sit for expert? Could always work on world records. That guy's kinda close, but not really. He's, like, 20,000 away. Almost under 20,000, so I really should work on that at some point. But literally just having a one focus, just like working on one category, it would be like so easy for me. For me juggling multiple of them. I've been already 1v2ing the rank 2s, the original rank 2s, this entire time, and winning. And now it's just like a 1v1, and I just win even more. Because my time is not diverted. So yeah, massive W there. Let's win. Assuming the rank 2 doesn't suddenly come back the same way he suddenly left. Rank 2 got grounded. I'm pretty sure he's a full-grown adult. I mean, he's not the rank 2 anymore, first off. The rank 2 we now address as Sue Metal. But yeah, I mean the original Rank 2, the former Rank 2, like was making like YouTube videos like 13 years ago, so they are definitely like an adult by now. Like there's no way they aren't. Unless they were making videos when they were 4, which I don't think they would. Most 4-year-olds don't know how to operate the internet and know how to type actual sentences as descriptions, so... Best case scenario, he went to college or something, dude, and he's actually going to do something with himself. Worst case, he probably died or something. I mean, I don't want to think about that, but, like, that I indirectly caused, like, a death by making someone work to their, so hard to maintain something that they just, like, died from that would be terrible. I wouldn't want that on me. That's because we have better emotes. We have better emotes. Like, you can use LOL. Like, that's a good one. But I'm gonna just say right now, I think I'm literally the only person that's ever going to hit 1 mil now, like for sure. For total players. I don't think anyone else is gonna hit 1 mil in the span of the game. At least before SMM3 comes out. I calculated when the rank 2, the new rank 2 would hit 1 mil. And they're very predictable because they do exactly 400 a day. And I think it was like March 2027. So, yeah. By March 2027, this game will have been 8 years old, almost. By then, there's gonna be an SMM3. I feel like they're probably gonna save Mario Maker 3 for Mario's 40th birthday, maybe? That would make sense, right? You know how they just celebrated the, in 2020, wow, it's already been 5 years since that, since the 35th anniversary. Dude, imagine if they bring back Mario 35 but make it Mario 40. I mean, next year, 2025, is going to be 5 years since the 35th anniversary, which is nuts. It's insane. Over 2 years into Switch's life cycle to release SMM2. Yes, I know that, but I mean, it's gonna be its like 40th birthday though. There's definitely gonna be something Mario related in 2025. I feel like 2025 is gonna be a massive year for Mario. Hopefully it's not a disaster like the 35th anniversary, you know, where they had a game and it was temporary and then they just killed him off next year. Ooh, that was a gut punch, that that whole April, that was a good April Fool's joke. That wasn't actually an April Fool's joke. When they took things off on April 1, 2021. You remember that? The death of Mario. But yeah, it's gonna be their 40th anniversary next year in 2025. So I feel like there's gonna be some good stuff that's gonna come out for Mario. I mean, there has to be, right? When did Mario Maker 1 come out again? 2015? Wasn't that their 30th year anniversary sort of thing? It is possible as well that the reason why there's a lack of games coming out this year is because they're literally making games already for the next console. Mario Maker 3 could be one of them. Even if, yeah, I mean, like you said, it would have taken like 2 years after the Switch came out and the Wii U came out for them to make their respective 1 and 2. I mean, what if they just like go balls to the wall and just do it and like as a launch title? That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. Yeah, SM1 released in 2015, which is their 30th anniversary, I think. So, you know, just a thought, but I mean, they could be planning something. Oh, automatic, okay. Dude, I wonder what the state of Mario Maker 2 is going to be in 2025. Like, are things going to be in the same trajectory as they are right now, at least for the leaderboard, where I just, like, am unthreatened and unrivaled? I will say that I'm barely rivaled. I restarted the large flurry of Twitch games. Yeah, I finished it. It's done. I found 99,000 matches. Actually, I originally found 1 million matches with the like substring. Someone deleted their account or something? No, it's not that he deleted his account. He's just gone MIA for like 30 days. Like, not just in Mario Maker 2, the former Rank 2 I'm talking about, but also just off the internet in general. So we don't know what happened to him. We don't know if he's dead even. Like we don't know if he's alive. Like, we just don't know. Like I said, I don't want to assume the worst here, but, like, he literally just, like, I mean, best case scenario, you know, he went off to college or something like that, and he's doing something with his life, and worst case, you know, I indirectly caused some death because I overworked him. By, you know, making him chase this impossible goal that he was very slow to try to get to constantly, but could never do. And I don't want to think about that. That could be that would be terrible. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not directly my fault if that happens. I mean, I'm just playing a video game. I can't kill someone by playing a video game, right? But yeah, it does cause some, you know, room for concern. Again, you know, thinking about it like that. Because literally he just vanished from the internet without a trace. He's just gone. Suddenly. And maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Maybe I should just be happy that don't have to deal with this anymore. Imagine it goes on the news. Guy indirectly kills someone by playing a video game for too long. Yeah, the thing with the rank 2 though, like, was he's always kept everything like private, so like, you know, we don't really know anything about him, like not even in his voice. Like he was very like shy or whatever, which again doesn't really make sense when you're a content creator. Like you can't. Like, you've seen his channel, right? It's just like, he doesn't talk at all, it's just gameplay. I don't know, I can't really watch that, to be honest. It's not very watchable, and also it's like, with not even a capture card, and he just used like a camcorder or something, and I'm like, oh man, don't do that. I literally told him that he should improve his stuff, but he refused. Or at least do something to, like, you know, improve. I was genuinely trying to be helpful, but that never happened. We're not doing this boss rush. It'll be way too long. People are weird. Yep. Yeah, I'm also surprised no one's really talking about this. Like on any of the like Mario Maker discords. This guy just kind of like vanished without a trace. Because I was curious and I tried to do some digging to see if like anyone even gave a damn. No, I think I'm just the only one. And this game is dying though after all, so I guess that would make sense. Like if this happened like years ago, it would be different. It does draw some concern on how many people will actually show up when I actually hit 1 mil, you know. I still have to plan accordingly for 1 mil. You know, I want to make sure that I min-max that opportunity, right? Because that's going to be big, 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 big. I feel like hopefully I get momentum, you know, when I get to 900,000 maybe. That'd be cool. Are there any other rank 2s who were bizarre in some way? Oh, you mean like all of them? Let's start with the first original rank 2. His name was Mr. Star. 3 weeks into the game. He's the only person who actually passed me for total clears. 3 weeks into the game, and he immediately stopped. And his story was, I wish I took a screenshot of this, but I found a YouTube comment from him that said that he was playing with his mother and like tag teaming the game for like in 12-hour shifts. And as soon as he hit rank 1, he just stopped. Just assuming like he just got the costume and, you know, he gave up after that. And immediately the morning after, I took rank 1 back. So that was the first rank 2. Then there was... Who's the next one to rise up? Was it Mulby already? Might have been Mulby. Mulby is a German guy. Really obsessed with shinies. He was slow. He didn't beat a lot of levels very quickly. And I just made a huge lead off of that. And then I got to place, and then, you know, I just got to a system where I just did enough. So Moby and SSX both share something together in that they were incredibly slow players. Like, they would beat like 30 levels at most in an hour, while I'm a 65 to 70 per hour sort of person. I just wouldn't put in the hours, but they both would. Moby eventually gave up at some point randomly. And then Swedish Gamer was the next rank 2. You remember him. I actually successfully convinced him to stop playing Endless Easy and do Endless Normal for rank 1, and he actually hit rank 1 for normal. So shoutouts to that guy. So that, yeah, that happened. And then SSX was the next rank 2. Forever. But there were instances where, you know, Light would change blows. Oh no. There was SBS and Light. I forgot about him. Edge. So SBS and Light were the final other rank 2s, with SBS. Okay, yeah, there was SSX, SBS, and Light. I don't remember the order of everything, but SBS was definitely the next rank 2 after what's his face? After Swedish Gamer, I think. So, also I have an ad, but it's like a audio ad, so yeah, it's still showing the video. Okay, welcome back. So yeah, I was saying that SBS was probably the next person after Swedish Gamer, I think. Yeah, I think SBS came after Swedish Gamer, and that guy was also weird. He had like 30 world records, but 300,000 total players. Played like 1,200 total clears a day. That was annoying to deal with. And before he caught up to me, he was only like 3,000 away, by the way. He just stopped playing. Guys, you guys got a sub. No ads. And then the rank 2 for world records was originally in Mario 84, which I could actually like physically talk to, but then he just like stopped. He wasn't like, I'd say he was pretty normal, but I did catch up to him, and then I overtook him, and I mean I literally made him the rank 2. So I was the rank 2 in that scenario. And yeah, now the Japanese guy is the current rank 2, and he's always like been the rank 2. And that guy's also been weird. On the world record side of things, you know, he had an instance where for an entire month, or no, 3 months straight, he was not offline for more than 5 hours. Like ever. Like his longest time offline was like 4 hours. But he was like always online in the game. He was like probably double taming. He also doesn't say anything in the game ever, so it's like hard to like talk to him. He's one of those guys, just like SBS. Like, oh yeah, going back to SBS. Yeah, SBS, again, weird guy. Really weird guy. Only had 30 world records to his name, as I already mentioned, you know. And even though he had 300,000 clears and was beating 1,200 levels a day, which, you know, you feel like if you're beating levels that fast, you'd be getting a lot of world records at the same time, right? As I do when I beat levels that fast. Because you're just naturally going fast, right? But no, he was somehow avoiding getting world records while still being levels insanely fast. I don't know why. And it was even worse with Light, although Light was much farther behind, so while he was still kind of a threat, he never actually caught up at all. But SBS was very close to catching up to me. He was like 3,000 away, and then he suddenly stopped playing. Which is, I guess, a common thing, because SSX is similar. Our final rank 2. Well, I mean, our final rank 2 is Submetal right now. But the last rank 2, you know, SSX, was 5,000 away from catching up to me because I took a lot of time off in MapleStory. And while that one I could escape pretty easily, I was just like, I just felt kind of like sluggish about, playing the game. I was like not very motivated, so he could have caught up to me almost, but then he just stopped playing as well. So yeah, that was a thing. But yeah, literally every rank 2 is just weird. I swear. But my god. And then there's Submetal. Submetal is the last rank 2. They're also weird. At least I can actually talk to them. I'm more happy when I can physically talk to them than not. It used to not be that way for like ever until they finally got a Twitter. And yeah, I mean, I think this speaks for itself. Hold on. Let me show you their weirdness. Easy equals played equals cleared. That's their whole gimmick. Everything else is 0. Everything else is 0. Don't even have a level. Yeah. So, again, what's with these weird rank 2s, man? I don't get it. Also, I've caught them being 1 away from, easy and total, so literally they will go into, like, they'll go into detailed search, or hot levels, if they are off by 1, and fix their ratio. So, I've seen it broken before, like, they've accidentally played repeats. So, yeah. These people could have overtaken me, but gave up right before it happened. Well, 2 of them gave up right before it happened. Two of them were actually successful and caught up to me, and then they stopped immediately after. Which is... I forgot to include, a person who actually did pass me, which was, what was his name? KDZK-Sip. He literally just stopped getting world records as soon as he overtook me, got his costume, and also dipped. So that was the second situation where that happened. Again, why don't you guys just, like, be normal and do, like, weekly maker points if all you're trying to do is a costume? I don't understand. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's my history with rank 2s. So if I were to write them down, hold on. In summary, who are they again? I think this is the order. I'm not positive, but let's see. Mr. Star, comma. Where should we go in parentheses? Let's see. Who was after that? Molby? No, it wasn't SSX yet. It was, what else was it? Yeah, I should just, like, go through my, like, pictures at one point. We'll never try to get the royal outfit since it would take too much effort, or you would have to sell yourself for both. No, it's literally impossible like, for anyone else right now, for total players. So yeah, that's never going to happen. Ever. I'm just gonna tell you that. No one is going to catch up to me, ever, in total players. I'm 700 days ahead of the rank 2, so anyone else, I am more than 700 days over them. So yeah, that's just an impossibility considering I'm still playing the game. Yeah, I'm trying to write out everyone that I was talking about. But you could the royal outfit for being rank 1 on any leaderboard, yeah. Including weekly, which is why that's how you should do it if you're trying to get the costume. Not doing it by being rank 1 in like any long-term, you know, thing at this point 5 years into the game. Yeah, what was my list again? So Mr. Star, Molby, SBS Light, oh yeah, Swedish Gamer, Gamer 91. SBS. Trying to think of the timeline of things. The SBS thing happened in 2020, Light was also 2020. KZK. SSX was also like, I don't know what that was. KDZK. Records. Am I missing anyone? So, Mrs. Star, Molby, Laura's, Gamer, SBS, Light, SSX, KDZK, and now I guess Steve Metal. The current one. Is that everyone? I give them all. I think I talked about every single one of them. So yeah, Mr. Star was cheating by double teaming with his mother. So I was not there. Molby was a weird shiny collector person who was incredibly slow, just like SSX. He was like the an alpha version. I mean, like, you know, in terms of like versioning for like a game or something like that. He was like the alpha version of SSX. He was like the original SSX. Molby, as I was talking about, Laura's is World Records. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention N Mario 84 for the rank. He was originally the rank 1 for a little bit for world records, but I took it from him, and then he quickly became not rank 1. I mean rank 2 even. But I won't bring him up because I don't really think he was trying too hard. He was more focused on first players. So yeah, Flores is the current rank 2 for world records and current rank 1 for first players, and is still actively grinding world records. And is probably one of my biggest threats still. You know, when we exclude SSX, who is gone now. They're more of a threat than Submetal, but only barely more. In other words, they're still like both of them are still like more than 6 months away from me. SSX was the most immediately like direct threat, and now he's just gone. Like he was like only 40 days away, or right now he's only 40 days away from overtaking me if I stop playing. In comparison to 6 months like the other two that I just mentioned. So yeah, Flores is the current rank 2 for world records. But never actually passed me for world records, and instead got rank 1 for first players. Swedish Gamer 91 was a total player easy person who I convinced to do normal and get rank 1. So he stopped doing easy and did normal, and then hit rank 1 in normal. SPS was weird, dude. SPS was a weird case, as I was just talking about. Where he only had like 30 world records, or actually 29 at the end, and he was about to pass me, but never did. But he was doing like 1,200 levels a day, and I couldn't keep up with that because I was working on easy endless, and like doing like 700 levels a day, which is still a lot. My god. But yeah, I was like he was about to overtake me, but didn't. But he somehow was doing 1,200 levels a day with only 30 world records, which again doesn't make sense at all. Light was also very similar to SBS, but he was farther behind, but getting 1,400 levels a day without getting world records. I was like, what are these two players doing to like abuse a glitch? And then they both suddenly stopped on the same day, probably because whatever they were doing got patched. If they were like hacking or something. I have no idea. This took place in 2020. Yeah, something fishy was happening. And then finally SSX. Like he was always like in like the top 5, and then suddenly emerged as the top 2 after all of that. He was on rank 2 for easy already though, but then became rank 2 for total players as well. And finally he disappeared without a trace in the last 30 days, and is now off the leaderboards as of today. KDZK actually did pass me in world records, again for just the morning, just like Mr. Star did for total players, and then I took it back the morning after. And then Submetal is now the next rank 2, the most recent rank 2. As of right now. And again, I'll show it off in just a second. I'll show you the current state of the leaderboards of this game. So yeah, should be wackio. Yeah, I turned on the bot. So yeah, look at this. I have well, I'm 15 levels away from having a, what is it, 280,000 for total clears? My god. 200, they do exactly 400 levels a day, so this is easy to calculate. So, and 280,000 is the literal life 400. So I just have a 700 day lead, almost, in about 15 more levels, for total clears. So, like if I drop the controller, and I didn't play for 700 days, I would have the lead for 700 days. Which is like 2 years. Easy? also that, you know, they have their whole... I don't even have to check the leaderboards for, like, easy endless anymore because, you know, them. I don't even know who this guy is, but congrats on being the rank 3 now. I don't know who that guy is. I literally have never paid attention to this person at all, but I'm literally, like, have twice his score on this. So I don't think I need to. That's not in rank 3. This guy. I don't know who he is. I don't even know how to say his name, so I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, congrats on the new rank 3 guy. And world records is, I'm like 20,000 ahead for world records. I'm gonna work to extend that lead a little bit at some point. Because now that I have all this free time, because with my other categories, might as well work on that one now. So, yeah. Because he's been offline for 30 days. Because he mysteriously vanished from not only the game, but from the internet in general. So yeah, I mean, if he does come back, then all of what I just said is like kind of gets thrown a wrench. But he was so adamant of keeping himself away from the rank 3. He was so scared that the rank 3 was going to catch up to him. But now he's just letting it happen, so I don't know what happened to him. Again, best case scenario, he went off to college or something like that. Worst case scenario, I was indirectly responsible for his death. I don't want to think about it like that, but yeah. You know, by him overworking himself and just playing the game, you know what I mean? Not that I physically actually killed him or anything like that. I don't want to think about that, but you know, that could be a scenario. The fact that he never shared anything about himself kind of complicates things. Yeah, there's a 30-day thing where if you're not playing for 30 days, you just get kicked off. Yeah, he's not posting any more YouTube videos. He's not doing any more movie reviews. Not playing the game. Although movie reviews stopped 1 week after he stopped playing the game. So that's kind of weird, I guess. He's not replying to anyone in his YouTube comments. When people were genuinely asking him if he's okay. And apparently people have also come to me that, you know, have known him and was like, yeah, he's not responding on Discord. I was like, oh, dude, I don't fucking know what's going on with him. He gone. He gone. Threw away all his tech. I mean, apparently, from a conversation I had with him, he never even had like a computer. He was doing everything through phone or something. Maybe he broke his phone. I wouldn't imagine like living without a laptop or anything like that. Like that sounds awful. Maybe he had broke his phone, and it's not like he had a stable income, considering he literally wasn't monetized on Twitch or YouTube, and he was playing the game, I kid you not, because I'm literally tracking the data, for 16 hours a day. Every day. In fact, now's like my last chance before, yeah, I should really save my terminal, right now, because, actually, no, never mind. No, it's too late. Yeah, my computer already reset, so I can't even save it anymore. But I mean, I have historical like tracking of you know, his progress in the game. And yeah, he would play for 16 hours like every day. And I don't even do that, dude. I haven't, like, you've seen my streams and how long I play. I don't do that. But he was incredibly slow, so therefore he never caught up to me. I was just faster than him because I was just more efficient. Efficiency is rated by two things. It is the number of levels you can clear an hour, and how long you play each day would be your output for the day. And mine was greater than his on the basis that I was faster than him by like nearly twice as fast. So, but I played, you know, half as long as he did. I just got my stuff done in half the amount of time, and I still had time to like sometimes do extra. So I was just, you know, that's why on average I was able to beat more than 400 levels a day. With the new Rank 2 though, it was a pain though. With this new Rank 2, they are, they just strictly stop at 400. Like, they play almost as fast as I do, but, you know, they just do 400 levels a day. So they don't put in the hours, but they do put in, the speed. Oh, Hambone, check this out. Hold on, when I beat this level, I'll show you. I want to show you how ridiculous the state of the leaderboards is right now, and how much I'm just winning. So lopsided at this point, it's ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this. Head away from having a 280,000 lead for total clears now. Now that the Rank 2 got kicked off the leaderboards for not being online for 30 days, technically they're still the Rank 2, but like are not visible on the leaderboards. But they haven't been online for 30 days. We don't know what the hell happened to them. Again, I'm not. I mean, if you want to know my thoughts, go watch the VOD. I've already said multiple times. So I have a. Since they do 400 levels every day, exactly 400 even, not like SSX did slightly more than 400. Yeah, I can map it out, and 280,000 divided by 400 is literally 700 days. So if I put the controller down and did not play for 700 days, yeah, they would catch up to me. But only after that, only under those conditions. But let's just say I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Easy. Same, they have their total clears equal to their easy for some reason. Although, you know, this one's less in the lead, but still, like, this is solid, like, nearly, like, 60,000 lead. 60,000 divided by 400 is 150 days, which is way better than 40 days by, like, 4 times fold. By 4-fold. So I'd much prefer being 60,000 in the lead than, you know, 15,000 in the lead. So, yeah, that's kind of nice. Much prefer having like a 5-month to 6-month lead. That's huge. World records is my probably biggest concern right now, but not really. They're only getting like 100 world records a day, like 70 to 100 world records a day. So worst case scenario, they are 20,000 levels. I'm 20,000 levels ahead of them, and they're gaining 100 a day. So this is even more comfortable position than the rank 2 for easy. So yeah, because I would have 200 days plus. So yeah, I mean, in other words, yeah, this game's just free at this point. My 3 rank 1s are secured, and I have more than half a year of buffer for all 3 of them. Like, holy shit. I'm gonna try to not get complacent, but it's gonna be very hard, I'm just gonna say that. But I do think that the total clears lead is really, really, really fun. Yeah, at this point, like, it's me versus the score itself rather than me versus another player. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, the full mill. Yeah, we'll get there though. Trust me. We haven't given up yet. I mean, who would give up? Like, if you're downloading something, by the way, and you're like 87% done downloading something, would you just stop your download ever? No. You just keep that download going until you get 100%, right? Even if it's a virus. Let that be my phrase of motivation for you guys for the day. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge, like, lift off my shoulders that this guy happens to be gone for a month. Hopefully it stays that way. I don't want him coming back and giving me more stress. I mean, at the same time, I don't want him to be dead, but I don't want him coming back to Mario Maker. I'll just say that. True. Yo, thanks for this.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
And with Prime as well. Yeah, these last 5 years have been it's been a roller coaster, okay. You know, with all those rank 2s I mentioned, and still somehow I'm coming out on top. I've streamed the whole like journey pretty much. Like, you know, I'm legit, man. I mean, sure I do have access to a database, but I haven't been like using it for like my own benefit. I mean, other than for monetary reasons. But not like for cheater reasons, you know. Like, for example, content ideas for like Rainspire, you know what I mean? I should just get there, but I missed. Dude, I feel like I'm going to be complacent and just like accidentally like stop playing the game for a little bit. I mean, that's how I was earlier in 2024, but I think I recharged my batteries a little bit. It has been 5 years after all, so I did need to take a couple months off myself. But I'm happy I did because, you know, it's not like I'm in any immediate danger and I got to just like calm my mind and just like play what I wanted to play, you know what I mean? How's it going, Evil Jesse, now 16 and sub 2? You see what happened to the rank 2? The former rank 2, they're gone. Good, nice. Same as of today. In a very, very relaxed position on the leaderboards. You know, I literally just kind of won. The closest person to me is like half a year away from me in terms of like catching up to me. If I were to put the controller down and not do anything for any of my 3 categories. It used to not be that because, you know, SSX was always on my ass because he was a lot closer. But he gone. He gone. Even if he like somehow comes back, like I still have like a 15,000 plus lead. Oh yeah, I mean I just laid this out. I just showed it. In 5 levels, I will have a 280,000 total clear lead, assuming they haven't logged in today yet. Sioux Metal. I will have a 280,000 total clear lead. And they play 400 levels a day. So that's a 700 day lead, which is 2 years almost. 1 month shy of 2 years. My god. Like, what do I just even do with that amount of time? That's what Comfiest lead I have though. So I'm just like never going to get past for total clears. Easy Endless, I have a 6-month lead, pretty much. Like a 5 to 6 month lead. And World Records, I have like a 6 to 7 month lead. So, that's where I'm at right now. Again, assuming I just put the controller down and I'm not doing anything, but I'm still playing the game, so obviously it's going to take a lot longer than that now. Because I'm still playing the game. So, my challenge is to not become complacent and just like, you know, AFK for too long. But I did spend 2 months playing MapleStory, I will say that. And getting some gains in that game. I'm still getting gains today, but like still. Yeah, we finally also have a new rank 3 for Easy Endless, who I don't even know who they are, but they're so far away from me that it doesn't even matter anyways. They're like literal years away from me, multiple. I don't even know how many a day they do, but probably not enough for me to even consider it to be any form of threat. But here's the thing, it's no longer about the other people that I'm competing with, it's more about a race against time before SMM3 comes out, I think at this point, is the more thing I should be, you know, fighting against. So obviously I still need to be motivated, because if people can't do it, like if other people on the leaderboards can't, you know, do that, then I have to go against the clock itself. Okay, free world records though. So yeah, I'm like still processing this because this like just suddenly happened. So yeah, we're still on that phase. What happens if Sioux Metal vanishes? Well, I win even more. I mean, then all that's left is the rank 2 for world records, and if he vanishes, then I don't even have to play the game anymore to just permanently have rank 1. In all 3 of my categories. Actually, KDZK would be the next new threat, who is 43,000 world records away from me, and I don't think they're doing more than 100 a day either, so that's 430 days away from me. So at this point, we're talking about over a year in the lead. the man destined to defeat me. Okay, what are your stats for clears, easy, endless, and world records? And I'll and tell me your rates too, and we'll math out how many days it would take for you to catch up to me, even if I'd stop playing. It's not looking good when the rank 2 for total clears, for example, is 2 years away from me. But yeah, in terms of final threat, then yeah, we're talking about like KDZK is like a final threat, and then no one else even like no one else is even nearly close. And the score is like 100. Go, let's go. I mean, okay, how many do you plan to do a day, realistically? Keep in mind the physical limit. Even if you were somehow like a god or something like that and played, the physical limit of what you can do in a day is about 1600 for easy endless. When I did a 24-hour run, and assuming you can just never sleep ever, and you played 1600 levels a day, and you're starting at like basically 0, how many pieces is that? What's 1600 to easy endless a day when you have to get to 640,000? I feel like that's a pretty good number, right? That's how many days is that? $640,000 divided by 1600 is, yeah, I mean that would be 400 days, but yeah, good luck with that. You would literally get 0 sleep for 400 days straight. So that's over a year worth of not getting any sleep. Literally, good luck with that. Even if you like double team with like another person and you just play 12-hour shifts like Mr. Star did for a year straight, yeah, good luck. Yeah, the point is there's no actual way anyone, except for like the following remaining people left who are still very distant away from me. Stu Metal, Laura's Weeaboo, whatever his name is, and KDZK. Those are the last 3 people. The final 3 that pose any form of threat in terms of, you know, the next half of a year to like a year. Or slightly more than a year. Half a year to 2 years, I'll say, if I were to stop playing. And then everyone else, nope. I'm talking about all of my categories here. Unless SSX comes back from the dead or wherever he went off to. I don't, like, if anyone knows what happened to SSX, I mean, feel free to indulge me because he's just been gone. Without any explanation. And like I said, I don't want to think about it, but, you know, if I somehow kill him by, like, having, like, you know, making him overwork himself and play 16 hours a day just to keep up with me, that would be a terrible thing to think about. If I was indirectly responsible for his death. But it feels like it at that point because, like, he has not been on the internet for an entire 1 month plus. At all. Like, even with his YouTube stuff. Like, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, best case scenario, if he went off to college and he's not even dealing with Mario Maker 2, or like at the internet in general, worst case, you know, death. I have 0 team precision points. Wow. Why do I need team precision points when I have 3 ribbons? I mean, if I wanted to, I could go out and get those precision points, I guess, if I grinded them out, right? Now that I have the free time, I guess. But again, at this point, I'm racing against the clock itself instead of other players in the game. That's where I'm currently at right now, game-wise. I'm trying to get to 1 mil before SMM3 comes out, basically, at this point. That's the ultimate goal. Because no one else can stop me at this point. All 4 million players don't stand a chance. I think the only people who would even know about SSX's Ultimate Fair are also people who don't even know about any of this. Yeah. Literally, the guy was so like secretive and private about his life, like even down to his voice. Wouldn't share his voice with anyone on the internet. He was like incredibly shy, despite having a YouTube channel, which again is not a very good combo to have. To the point where, yeah, I mean, we've never heard his voice before. So, who fucking knows? We can't even ask anymore. But hey, just like, you know, all in the past, you know, the other people I mentioned before, where's my list again? Hold on. Oh, where is my list? I added it. Okay, Mr. Star, Moby, Lores, you know, the current rank 2 world records, The Gamer 91, SBS, Light underscore. Oh, that's a favorite by Evil Jesse, by the way. SSX, KDZK, Xib, Steve Metal. Those are all my historical rank 2s that I had to deal with at some point. And yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, I outlived all of them, basically. Though I will say this, unlike everyone else in that list, I'm the only person who actually makes money playing this game. So therefore it should make sense that I'm, you know, trying my damnedest to actually maintain my stats, because, you know... What you're saying is you shared your voice online more than a former rank total players? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, when I get raided, I run ads, and when I run ads, I make sometimes, like, for example, an Aura raid, I can just pay me like $300 to $400 in a night. That's pretty good, right? Sure, I don't get raided all the time, but still. I'll still make at least something. And I don't even have to wear clothes, and I get to, like, get drunk, like, every day. It's pretty good. It's a pretty chill life, not gonna lie. Pays the bills. But I can't say the same about anyone else on that list I just mentioned. About their financial status for them playing so long, because I don't see any of them, like any other of them, take opportunities of, like, you know, streaming. At the very most, SSX actually had a YouTube channel, But again, he wasn't even fully taking advantage of it, even though he could have. I somehow have more YouTube subs than he does, despite the fact that I never upload, like ever, on YouTube. And he does, like, on a regular basis, although not anymore, I guess, as of a month ago. Yeah, I mean, at some point, you can't just, like, you know, you can't just have that be a thing you live off of if you're not taking advantage of it. By the way, because I have some time off, here's tomorrow's schedule. So I'm going to play Thousand Year Door when it comes out. I already have it. See, but it's coming out tomorrow night, I think, right? So I'm gonna be playing that and not Mario Maker. So yeah, sorry for not min-maxing Mario Maker, but literally I just established that I have some time off. So yeah, I'm gonna play some Thousand Year Door. It's been a while. Hopefully I get it done in one session just to get it over with. No. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Not min-maxing in this game constantly. Being actually able to become a variety streamer. I mean, look at my fucking backlog of games real quick. Just give me a second here. Look at this. You have one row, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, nearly 44 rows of games, type 6. So yeah, I have like over 250 games, and I need to play some more at some point. So I have a huge backlog of games to play, and I have the time to do it. And guess how I was able to pay for all that stuff? Yeah, through streaming. So, yeah. And also being able to go to TwitchCon and stuff like that. Big. On top of that, I've bought Mario Maker 2 a second time, just physically, just to have it so I can be on my other Switch at the same time if I want to. And like, you know, view, like, for example, the leaderboard. You can kind of make progress, not really, it's way too much work to do this actually. Like, if you log into Mario Maker 2 on the same account for 2 different Switches, assuming you have, like, a physical and a digital version, you can kind of make progress. Not in Easy Unless, you know, it doesn't work like that. But with like total clear, you can actually make some progress if you desync what you're doing. So you saw that spinny thing at the bottom there? Yeah, if that happens on both of your switches at the same time, you get a calm error on one of them. So make sure those are desynced. So you have to be like halfway through a level and then starting up another level. But yeah, make sure the swirlies don't happen. Yeah, that thing, you see that thing at the bottom right that was there for half a second? Yeah, if that happens on both of your switches, you get a calm error. But no, that's way too much effort and upkeep to do that. So I just don't do that. I'd rather just get drunk and just like not give a shit. That's been the whole vibe basically in the past 5 years. But yeah, with all that said though, I'm excited to see what the rest of 2024 is like in terms of like progression. I feel like if I hit 900,000 clears, I'm gonna be like super motivated to get to 1 mil at that point. Hopefully, I'm banking on that. We'll see. Wow, did I just kill that spy? How did that work? I don't know. June Direct. I'm kind of scared about June Direct because, you know, once they announce Switch 2, and I'm not ready for that. Again, the reason I don't want the Switch 2 to come out is because I have to hit 1 mil first for total clears. But after I hit that, yeah, it can come out all at once. In fact, I more than encourage it, because I'll be done with the Switch at that point. Well, not really done, but you know what I mean. Please let us have backwards compatibility. Next console at this direct. Okay, good. Yeah, don't announce anything until I hit at least 900,000. Okay, how about that? That should give me some time to actually get to 1 mil. Oh, now I'm gonna have to physically check this out. Hold on. Let me see where we're at here. We do it? Or have they played already? Oh, they just started their day. Okay, I'm literally 280,000 ahead of them right now. Nice. Huge. 700 day lead. They literally just started their day as of yesterday. I mean, as of last minute. But yeah, we achieved the 280k lead for total clears. I plan on playing 1 million levels on the new console on the new Mario Maker. I mean, we're not even anywhere near that quite yet. I will say I might try to take advantage of the first year growth that you get with Mario Maker, but anything after the first year, I don't think it's worth it anymore. I don't know. I've already kind of like proven my point that I've, you know, the grindiest grinder of all of Mario Maker at this point. So weird without SSX on the leaderboard. It looks so nice without SSX on the leaderboard. Good riddance, man. He's gone. But yeah, again, I've already gone over this, but literally 700 day lead against the rank 2 now, the current rank 2, which is not like Sue Metal. So that's just hilarious. 700 day lead as of like 5 minutes ago too. Is they do exactly 400 levels a day, and I am 280,000 levels ahead of them. 280,014 levels ahead of them. So yeah, slightly, very slightly more than 700 days ahead of them, which is like 2 years. So, like 1 month less than 2 years, right? Yeah, 365 times 2 is 730 minus 30 is 700. So about 23 months if I were to estimate. We're not quite in 2-year territory, but yeah, close enough, right? Close enough. And that's if I don't play the game and they play the game. That's what I mean by 2 years. So under that condition, and we're not even at that yet. Like, I'm still playing the game. So. Yeah, in other words, yeah, rank 1 for total clears absolutely fucking free for like forever, pretty much. Unless I really put into effort to not play the game, and they did for 2 years. But hey, I think by 2 years from now, SMM3 will probably be out by then. I mean, I don't want to say for sure, but fridge if I'm making mini fridge sounds. But yeah, in terms of again, in terms of total players, I have about a 700 day lead. For Easy Endless, I have a 150 plus day lead, 150 to 180 day lead for like 5 to 6 months, and for World Records, I have about a 200 day lead. So yeah, rank 1 is free, dude. Rank 1 is fucking free. I don't care what they call it. I think it'd be funny if they called it the Switch U and then it just like failed. I'm hoping that this next console doesn't fail because they have a pattern of, you know, on-off consoles in terms of sales. Wii did good, Wii U did not do good. Switch did good. Going backwards. GameCube did not do so good, and 64 I think did fine. Although SNES and NES did pretty well. Actually, N64 did okay. Like it did still, like it still did fine, but like not as good as PS1. Wouldn't say it did bad though. I mean, I had both. And I feel like a lot of people also had both. But yeah, again, in terms of SSX not being on the leaderboard, get fucking used to it. Unless he comes back all of a sudden. Eventually, if he stays off the leaderboards for long enough, like if he's gone for 5 months, for example, again, we don't know what's up with him, and we don't know if he's coming back or not. If he's off for 5 months, literally Stu Metal will have caught up anyways, so they will have been demoted to rank 3. Which I guess is now 4 months. It used to be 5 months, so you used to have to wait. Or, sorry, a little bit less than that. What is 630,000 minus 587,000? Does anyone know? If they quick mapped it. I think like 47,000 levels or something. 587,000 plus 13 and then plus 30. No, 43,000. Okay. That's how many levels SSX and Stu Metal are apart from each other right now. And then 43,000 divided by 400. What is that? Quick maths, anyone? Isn't that like a little bit more than 100 days? Like 105 to 110 days. In about 3 months, a little bit more than 3 months, maybe less than 4 months. Stu Metal will officially overtake them. I think I actually calculated it, and they're gonna do that on like September 4th, which is iconically also the day like 5 years ago, where the rank 2 for total players, SVS at that point, quit the game. Which I think is funny. An important date for the leaderboard. So I5 to CA70. I've been on I5 before. I don't know what CA70 is. Is that California or Canada? The first time Stu Metal has been ranked 2? Oh yeah. Like, look at this. Just hold on. Let me put that. Look at this. This is insane. I have a 280,000 lead against rank 2. What the hell? Forgot about SBS. Yeah, you don't need to remember him. He's not worth remembering. That's savage, but that's just savage. He literally didn't do anything on the internet to make him noteworthy. Which again, I'm kind of sick of players doing that anyways, just not having any internet presence, like the current rank 2 for world records, for example. Current rank 1 for first players. Also, if you notice, I go basically as fast as the rank 2 does for easy inlets, but now new rank 2 does, but they do exactly 400 levels a day, and then they just stop. So that makes things at least a little bit more convenient. In contrast, SSX will play 16 hours a day and achieve a little bit more than 400 levels in a day. A little bit more. This person's at least playing as fast as they can, like me. But I am faster than them though. Admittedly, yeah, I am still kind of giddy. I'm like very happy that I'm just like having the opportunity to just like breathe without the former rank 2 breathing down my neck, basically. Like, my god. Again, I can't get too complacent, but yeah. I mean, it's gonna take some time for me to like actually be AFK for them to actually catch up. Trying to get out of that so I can skip, but no, I just ended up beating the level. Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm like surprised that no one's like really talking about this whole like situation on like Discord, like the whole like rank 2 disappearance. I think that's just fascinating in itself. But maybe people don't really care because I don't know. The game's been like full for a while.
bad for him? I mean, I don't really feel too bad for him considering who he is, like, friends with. The guy who literally harassed me for like 3 years straight. Again, I don't want anyone to be dead, but you know, I don't want, you know, people like that to be the rank 2. So I'm pretty sure he was like a little like someone in his late 20s to early 30s, like that was befriending like teenagers, and that just always felt weird to me. And I like paid close attention to the situation. It was weird, man. Again, the determination on how long he stays offline for, like, determines how cozy my lead will be. Like, if he's gone for, like, 5 months, then, yeah, I mean, everything else in this game is pretty much free at that point. But he was, like, the last major obstacle that I really needed to, like, do work on to gain some distance on. The fact that he just, like, up and went away, I mean, that's kind of convenient for me, honestly. And I'll be honest, I probably won't even shut up about it for like the next like week or so. Because yeah, again, this is all so sudden. I mean, again, there's a possibility that he just like up and died. It could be a possible thing. Because again, he's not really on the internet like all that much. So it's hard for anyone to know what's like up with him. If he did die, I mean, he permanently wouldn't come back, I guess. But it's very, very, very fishy. Or arrested, yeah, I guess that could be the case too. It's probably a better scenario than him dying, is him getting arrested. But what for? if I were a betting man, probably like pedophilia. I don't know. Literally, people have already reached out to him on Discord and reported that he's not responding to any messages. So you could try, see what happens, and then you'll also probably not get met with any messages. Although weirdly, he was active on like another site for 7 days after he went offline from this game, but only after 7 days, which is like a movie site where you like rate movies. And then he went offline after that and hasn't been online in the past like 23 days. So there's like a 7-day grace period between the time he went offline in this game and his movie reviews. And his auto scheduler for YouTube is no longer functional because he does not have any more buffer videos to post. So, yeah. So he literally hasn't uploaded on YouTube for 2 weeks. Which is the most recent activity he's had, was him uploading on YouTube. But he was already using an auto scheduler. So he was uploading at 2 AM my time and 2 PM my time exactly. Like on the dot, so he was using a scheduler. And then he ran out of YouTube videos, simply. So he was already offline at that point, in other words. Literally, he hasn't even responded to any comments on his most recent YouTube videos. So yeah, he gone. He gone. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Like, I literally searched SSX just to see what the hell is going on, and this is what I found. Yeah, I did some stalking just to make sure that he was alive or not, and this is what I have. His last activity was 23 days ago. His last activity on this game was 30 days ago. So there was a 7-day grace period where he was on that site, but not this game. So who fucking knows? You can literally see, like, rated a movie 24 days ago. It's using his YouTube profile picture. Something similar at least. So it definitely is the same person, unless it's like not for some reason. Hell, I mean, hey, they could have gone to college for film reason, I doubt it.
you give me a capital U my account and then make my players as high as yours. Nope. You have to give me at least $1 million for that one, or you know, a level for a dollar. Hey bro, sorry, can't help you then. Gotta pay my own bills, right? That's the whole point of the stream. Okay, we need a power up. Jesus Christ. This is just unfortunate. Oh my god. One bit for 0.01 of the level, or whatever it is. 100 bits per one level, basically. So yeah, I'll do 0.01 of the level if you give me 1 bit. Assuming you give me your login information somehow. Again, probably wouldn't recommend. One step for one. Again, obviously I'm joking, don't fucking do that. Yeah, probably just not gonna do it in general. Again, I don't really know why you would want me to level up your account for whatever reason, because the whole point of a leaderboard is to get your own value in terms of like how far you actually make it. And why cheat your way there? That sounds like a lot of work. I mean, a shorter command is /ban if you want me to do that instead. Up to you. Write out that. Like, does that even work anymore? Did it not time them out? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I have to check Kratos, whatever. Well, I mean, they did put in 10,000 points. I am going to type it out anyways, so. Yeah, you just got timed out for like 10 minutes, so enjoy your vacation. The band, man. Nothing personal, it's just someone paid for channel points for it. Also, that's like 600 of 1 second, so you got 600 times the value for that. So there you go. Has to be banned for a second, you get banned for 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll check on Creative Spot and see what's up with that, because, yeah, that's supposed to auto-ban, but I guess it didn't have permissions or something. Creative Spot isn't even showing up on mine. Well, okay, give me a second. Let me just go into Creative Spot. I have to log in. Okay, fine, I'll log in.
This is only a test. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Wait, hold on a second. I think I actually have to be on. Get there. Stream manager. I take a while to load here. Also, while we wait for this, how's the leveling going in the good old MS? Can't even do channel points here? Okay, hold on a second. I've only done dailies since you've done something else. Okay. Well, at least you're getting into daily story. Make sure you're doing the event, by the way. There's apparently a meta for like the equipment based on the event itself. Oh, let me pause. Okay, yeah, I was listening to myself there for a second. But yeah, there's like apparently like a meta for like equipping yourself up and stuff like that. So basically you're supposed to get 6 pieces of maple treasure from the event, and then 6 pieces of the onyx set as well from also the event. And the maple memoria, but like you should like check a guide on that because apparently people are posting that. And I've just been getting all my characters this gear, and it should significantly power you up. I mean, you have the entire event to do that, but I'm doing it on all 49 of my characters. So it might take me a while, but it shouldn't take you too long to do, because it only costs 600 May full coins, you know, however they spelled it. Okay, anyways, channel points, finally. This is only as a test. I'm gonna immediately unban, but I don't have any non-mods to like test this on. Actually, I do. Hold on, we'll just ban Ninja. That's my test guy. I was gonna ban you, but no, we're gonna ban Ninja. Yeah, it's not working. Why is that not working? Profile. Reconnect chatbot. Request failed with status code 502. Huh?
get it. Okay, so it looks like the chatbot will not reconnect to my page for some reason, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Creative Spot is dead. Have you seen a viewer list? Through chat, not ChatGPT, Chatterino. I think I can. Yeah, it just has to be on my page. Which recently did a crackdown on bots. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's there. Or Creative Spot is there, unfortunately. Actually, no, Creative Spot is showing up as a moderator. So they might be here, I'm not really sure, even though it said it didn't connect. I'd have to probably try to run it again. See what happens. Shutting up for you now. Okay, let's see if they actually do something. So we're gonna ban Ninja. I can type his name. Apparently not. Apparently it's not doing that, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't think that's a me issue though. I think that's Creative Spot in itself. What is status code 502? .502 error from API endpoint. Server errors meaning issue on Twitch's end, just try again later. Okay. Bad gateway error for some time now. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do it manually, I guess. I gotta go pee, by the way. I'll probably do that soon. I'm sure I'll do that right now. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue. Twice. I think I'm gonna take a nap, like maybe now-ish. I'm kinda tired, not gonna lie. I could barely stay awake, but that's probably a good sign to go and see the venue or the view where I'm at. Again. This
current state of things. It's just how it is. Pretty good about that. We'll come back to that. No reason not to. Don't even, yeah, exactly. Just like go to bed. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I don't really have anyone to raid, so we're good. Thanks all for stopping by. I appreciate it, and we'll be back on.